becomes easier. It becomes easier, and I think for him too. Then we just started to relate at a more comfortable level. So I think it can be a little bit. There's some trepidation in the beginning, but he is easy to build a relationship with. So.
I mean, at the beginning, were you looking to leave, or were you happy where you were and just took this job to?
Yeah, I was really happy where I was, and I had an unbelievable relationship with those players at Oklahoma State, and we built something that was real. So, they were the ones that were kind of started on me. Like, oh, coach, everybody's going to come after you. You're doing this, you're doing that, and you just kind of play it off like, yeah, okay, right. Let's concentrate on the next game. And they were the ones. They were probably joking with me about it before I even thought about it. And then it just it seemed to be my time. You have that like you put in that 10,000 hours. You become an expert in your field. The numbers start to show up. The number, all of a sudden you're producing great numbers, and then all the calls kind of come in. It just kind of happens like that. Bam. It's just like, here you go, and now all of a sudden you have these opportunities, and you just have to learn as much as you can about it, and try to make the best decision.
Jim, what is got started here, but I'm curious, a year from right now, you're done with your first season. What is the Jim Knowles Ohio State defense known
for? For being tenacious. I mean, just for overwhelming the offense, for being always in the right place. When you watch it, you can always in the right place. Not giving up anything easy, and then attacking with the tackles for losses and the sacks and the third down domination.
Is there anything that stuck out maybe from what you've just seen so far that might be your biggest challenge to get there?
Not yet. No, I can't comment on it. Don't know enough yet.
Jim, how would you describe the linebacker safety hybrid position? The skill set that you're looking for a guy at that position, the responsibilities typically, and what you like to run with the guy at that spot?
Really, I think you're talking more. It's more like a linebacker D-line, a hybrid position, right? We'll play with a couple linebackers, we'll play with a couple safeties, and then we'll play with that D-line linebacker hybrid guy who really has to be an intelligent player, right? And then he has to be reckless. He has to be reckless, and he has to have the ability to recognize plays quickly or recognize keys or things, right? Because it's just a guy that you want, like a jack of all trades, a Swiss Army knife that you can put in and plug in and place in different places to take advantage of a weakness in the offense, or to plug a hole that you may have in a particular defense. So that intelligence, or football intelligence, along with just being, really incredibly tough and resilient.
Jim, what differentiates the three safety positions?
The one safety position, more of a nickel safety, which Tanner played for me at Oklahoma State. That's, almost like a third corner, not going to be involved as much in the run game. It just as we go with today's offenses, he needs to be able to match up in the slot, and then you have the boundary safety who's going to be more involved in the run game, and less involved in man coverage, and then the bandit or free safety who kind of just has to be the captain of the defense, run things.
Jim, when you were putting when you were putting the staff together and talking with Ryan about how you wanted position coaches and stuff, why was it important, or what do you see as kind of the advantage of having like two secondary coaches?
Yeah, I think in today's game of big-time college football, that things get spread out quickly. You're most vulnerable. You can be most vulnerable to giving things up in the secondary, in mismatched or making mistakes. That's where you can get hurt the most and quickly. And you know, we need 2 quality coaches there. I believe that to be able to spend the amount of time necessary to get those guys ready, because they're just placed in so many different positions, and they can, you know, it can win or lose games for you. So I think we need to commit coaching resources there.
Have you always had it structured like that?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks
Thank
very
you.
much.